everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, huge news today. If I can get the article up here. Here we go. Oh, why isn't it showing? There it is. Okay. Huge news today. I caught from Avid Gardener's channel. Thank you, Avid. And thank you, Trevor Cult. God bless you. I'm serious. This is huge news that's finally being exposed in the mainstream media. How long has this been going on where YouTubers, including me, have been having our channels flagged, demonetized, and then ripped down because Harry and Meghan don't like it? How long has this been going on, right? For years now. And we've had no recourse, right? Because the mainstream media is not listening to us, right? All we can do is go on social media, and then Harry and Meghan will rip you down from Twitter like they did Murky Meg, who had like what 50,000 followers. And that poor woman was suffering from cancer. And so now they demonetized, well, we've known for a while they demonetized Trevor Cult, and he's a war vet with PTSD. And this was his one way of making a little bit of income for his family. And boom, Harry and Meghan don't like him, so just demonetize him. I mean, who else could be behind it? All he did was tell the truth. But of course, we all know Harry and Meghan, they hate the truth. And this kind of thing, this sort of thing shows why Harry and Meghan, or Meghan and influencing Harry, whatever the case may be, they have psychopathic tendencies. I mean, they're cruel. Their cruelty, the way they victimize people who are vulnerable, right? Whether it's domestic abuse victims or mental people with mental health issues and depression. Like Harry claims that he cares so much about people with mental health and depression. Oh, but that he wants you to buy his app Better Up, right? And buy his services. Or he claims to care so much, right? And he's on Oprah opining about it and everything. And Prince Harry just recently did a whole podcast that he charged everyone $30 to watch, not be able to interact, but watch for him talking about his depression and whatever, getting a therapy session there. At the same time, he demonetized and took away the only source of income. And this is not the only case, right? They did to me, did to Yankee Wally, did it to others. So thank God that this is finally getting into the mainstream. I'm so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Trevor Cult, for exposing this in the mainstream media. Let's hope it makes a difference. Let's hope keep the pressure on. So finally, mainstream media is acknowledging and writing about it. All right, so for criticizing Harry and Meghan Markle, lost war veteran, 2,500 a month on YouTube channel. Trevor Cult was earning around 2,500 a month from videos posted on YouTube, but after sharing his views about Harry and Meghan, he was told his account was being demonetized due to complaints. Just like the complaints Jeremy Clarkson got from Meghan and Harry's BLM team there with Fulani Ngozi and Aisha Hazaraki at the Fawcett Institute. See, Meghan has this whole network. Meghan and Harry, they have this whole network of BLM supporters who are paid by George Soros. And by the way, George Soros is behind the Attorney General pressing charges and arresting Trump. Okay, this is how evil they are. And Harry works for George Soros at the Aspen Institute. George Soros funds that, as well as many other destructive agencies. So Harry is very entwined with this, and the fact that it strikes me because of the Jeremy Clarkson thing. The Ipsos said they received so many complaints. They'd never got this many complaints in history. Because they've got their bots and their BLM people, and they got the Christopher Bosey, and they're just boom, 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 flagging complaints that are probably automatically generated with AI or something. I mean, who knows what technology, but it's not legitimate. People weren't complaining about Trevor Cult's videos at mass numbers, or Jeremy Clarkson's, really. I think that, especially Trevor Cult, he didn't say anything offensive. He just told the truth that Harry was well protected when he was in Afghanistan. He wasn't in danger at all. In fact, all he did was put his other people in danger because the Taliban wanted to kill him, right? So a decorated war hero has been banned from earning money on YouTube after criticizing Prince Harry's service in Afghanistan. Former Army Staff Sergeant Trevor Cult was earning about $2,500 a month from videos posted on the U.S.-owned service. But after sharing his views about Harry and his American wife Meghan, Trevor received a message saying his channel, which had racked up over 23 million views, was being demonetized after complaints. A copy of the complaints appeared to be attached, with most of the words blacked out for privacy purposes. Trevor 47 said, quote, "I can't work because of my complex PTSD, so the money was a lifeline. To deprive me of a living because I criticize Harry is unfair and a massive overreaction." What happened to free speech? Harry has repeatedly attacked the royal family, accused them of racism, and effectively called his brother a bully. Uh-huh. Yeah, then Harry tried to deny it later. Say, "Oh, I didn't say that," when he did. He's such a liar, Prince Harry. Um, I criticize his military service and I'm victimized. Yes, Trevor Cull is a victim here. Him and many others are victims of this whole the maliciousness and the evil of Harry and Meghan. I mean, look how petty and nasty Harry has to be to he's super wealthy, globalist predator, hanging out with the other global predators, and they see this little person making a little bit of money that they need during coronavirus, where everybody's being let go and their businesses are shutting down and being destroyed, and BLM and Antifa are burning things to the ground and killing people. And so you're making a little money on YouTube, and Harry and Meghan are like, we just take that little person's money away. Teach them a lesson. So you see how cruel they are, what dictators they're behaving, and this is why neither of them should be not allowed anywhere near any real power. Which, of course, is what Megan's going for. She wants to go into politics. So you can already see what kind of politician she'd be. A little Trudeau, little petty tyrant. Harry's already acting like he's Trudeau, right? In videos posted online, Trevor had been branded Harry and Meghan a dangerous duo and said he believed the prince was never really in danger while serving in Afghanistan. The dad of one also said he believed the royals' presence in Helmand increased the likelihood of attacks against British troops. Well, that's a fact. Everybody knew that. Trevor, who completed 3 tours of Afghanistan with the Royal Irish Regiment and now lives in Suffolk, has told he was losing the right to make money from his posts because they breached, allegedly, YouTube's bullying and harassment policy. A Military Cross recipient said, quote, "I stated, and this remains my belief, that Harry was never in any real danger in Afghanistan because he was so well protected." Look at him smiling there. Trevor, who was medically discharged from the Army with complex PTSD in 2015, said, quote, "I've tried to get answers from YouTube, but to me, it seems social media companies are on Harry and Meghan's side." Yes. And don't forget, it's been proven through the Twitter files, and Meghan Kelly and others have spoken about it. Prince Harry was contacting Twitter directly, Jack Dorsey directly, and telling him, take down this one, take down that one. So Prince Harry is most likely calling YouTube as well, because we already have documented evidence that Harry was censoring people on Twitter. He himself calling directly himself, not using Boozy or bots or anything. So how much you want to make bets that it's Harry himself calling YouTube or emailing them or whatever, probably emailing them. Harry seems to really he does not believe in freedom of speech. He has said the First Amendment is bonkers, right? So he really feels that he can come here to this country, try to deny our sovereignty, saying, "Oh, we are a global citizen now, and I'm in charge, and you can't say anything I don't like." I mean, look how evil, evil, nasty, stupid, petty, disgusting, and treasonous, traitorous, and how he should be in prison, in my opinion, with what Harry's doing right now. And I hope, and I'm sure plenty of people would want him to hang. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this is treason, and that's what the way treason is dealt with, because he's coming here and he's censoring freedom of speech in his own country, his own people, and Americans. Because I've been censored quite a few times. I've lost 3 channels because of Prince Harry. I wouldn't doubt it's him directly. But anyways, we're gonna look at Trevor. Trevor has PTSD, suffers from mental illness, which Harry and Meghan allege they care so much about mental illness. This man suffers from mental illness. He's a war vet. And this is how Harry's treating an injured war vet with mental illness, taking away the little bit of money he makes. While Harry is in court wasting taxpayers' money, trying to get taxpayers to pay for his security while he sells his book and sells his Netflix, right? And sells his video interviews. I mean, look how disgusting and despicable and inhumane and ugly and just a lower life form Harry and Meghan are. And I'm so glad this is finally coming out. I mean, I know Trevor's been in mainstream media before, but I'm really glad this is coming up again. We need to expose them for how evil, evil, evil they really are to average everyday citizens, how dangerous they are, and what hypocrites they are, what hypocrites and liars. And how Harry himself, as the Twitter files have shown, he himself has been behind people on Twitter like Murky Meg having their channels ripped down. So, I believe so. Let's see. Let's see if Harry is directly behind Trevor Cult's demonetization, and he has a child too that he's supporting, right? And this is how Harry, big man Harry, tough guy Harry, letting people suffer and starve and do without because Harry's felt like it, right, Harry? Is that what it is? You felt like doing it. You felt like the suffering of others. Karma, Harry. Karma, karma, karma. Just wait. You don't get judged in this life, you will in the next, my friend. But anyways, my friend, not my friend. But let's take a look. I'm gonna look at it. Is Harry gonna be running scared from this one? Because this is the mainstream media. And you got the coronation coming up, and this is gonna be an ugly year for Harry and Meghan. The way things are turning up, it's Trevor is a hero. Thank you, Trevor. And make sure to visit his channel. And let's do a reading on this and how Harry's reacting to this and what his involvement is and how it's gonna go. Oh, and of course, I can't forget Yankee Wally. I just mentioned in my last video. Her channel was ripped down again last night by the same people, I think, demonetizing Trevor. And Yankee Wally's an older woman, an elderly woman, basically. So these are the two groups of people that Harry and Meghan victimize: mentally ill and elderly, right? They abuse the Queen, they abuse Meghan's father, and they abuse Yankee Wally. And they abused a cancer victim, Murky Meg, ripping her account down, and now a war hero with PTSD. They rip his channel, so that they're victimizing people who are already, suffering tremendously. And Harry and Meghan don't care. Oh, you're suffering. Oh, there's COVID. We don't care. It's all about us. Buy our book, watch our Netflix, listen to our talks. $1 million a speech. They're just making money and inflicting pain and suffering on people who are suffering already. I mean, they are so evil. They're just so evil. It's beyond comprehension. So anyways, we'll take a look at how Harry's handling this. Finally, this is in the mainstream media. But let's hope we got to keep the momentum going, and we need many more articles like this. I know the Steeple Times was one of the first that came out with Yankee Wally's story, and describing how she was taken down by Harry and Meghan. So now we've got Trevor Colt. So I mean, it's taking some time, but hopefully this will, build up and turn this little snowball turn into a avalanche, right? So let's see. Let's find out how's Harry taking it. How's he handling this? Because we know he's behind it, but I'm gonna ask anyways. And how he's handling it, what he's gonna do, what he expects to do, how he sees Trevor. I've already shuffled the cards. Oh, and I'm using the where'd my box go? Oh, here it is. I'm using, of course, the Celtic Tarot, Universal Celtic Tarot for this reading. The two redheaded men. Celt men. So let's take a look. Celtic Tarot for how Harry's handling Trevor Colt and coming out in the mainstream media. Yes, I'm so happy. I was wow. I was just floored when I saw that. Because we're fighting against these globalists oppressing us, and finally, somebody can break through to the mainstream media. It's just so amazing that finally our voices are heard after all these years of suffering at the hands of Harry and Meghan and their group. Anyways, back to this. Sorry, here we go. How's Harry handling it? What's he gonna do? What's gonna happen? Let's see. See what the cards show. So that's Harry's general attitude. Oh, yeah. He's like, whoa, this is new. New article here, blown away. A big stick here. Harry feels very surprised. Huge. He feels like this hand is coming with a stick and just like hitting him in the face with it. Like, bam, take that. Like that person did to Bill Gates with the pie in the face. This is Harry's pie in the face moment. He feels he's surprised by it, because Harry and Meghan think they own the media and they do whatever they tells them. The environment of it. Oh, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. So I'm getting this back and forth idea. I'm also getting two hags behind it. It's like Harry here. Harry's the woman in their relationship. And there's Meghan and Doria behind him. And he's going back and forth between his PR people and his advisors there, trying to figure out, well, how do we handle this? What do I do? Because they weren't expecting this. Like, bam. He's like, what do we do? Who do we contact? Who do I call? Says Harry. How do we fix this problem? Because again, this is UK, US. Harry has been most egregious and attacking and demoting or demonetizing and pulling down accounts of people who are from the UK, but he's also gotten me and others in America. So the bottom of it all, Two of Swords, silent. So he is silent for now, and of course this is a tactic that Harry and Meghan do when they're caught lying, when they're caught doing something wrong. They just go radio silent, right? Like the Oprah Winfrey lies, they go silent. When they're exposed, they always just wait for it to pass, just like the South Park and episode and everything else. So Harry is doing the silent thing, but it's definitely on his mind. Him and Meghan are going back and forth with it. And of course, Meghan is like, just keep quiet, don't say anything, no response, right? They don't even want to acknowledge it. They think that by not talking about it, it's going to go away, but it's not going away. It's not going away. So it's the basis of how he's doing. Two of Cups. Two, two, and two. Isn't this interesting? So, Two of Cups tells me that Harry feels a kinship with Trevor Colt. I think that he knows that he would like Trevor Colt if they actually met in different circumstances. That's why I'm getting this two, two, and two. I think that the reason why he picks on Trevor Colt and demonetized him is he felt like, Trevor should be treating him like a brother, like, not criticizing him. And this is why he's particularly um, nasty towards him than he would be if someone else pointed out that Harry was never in danger, right? Because they're fellow vets, right? They both in the army. They both went on tours to Afghanistan. So yeah, I think Harry is feeling that betrayed by him for criticizing him. But was he directly involved with taking down or demonetizing Trevor Cult? Ooh, justice. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's Harry and Trevor, and there's Meghan and her social justice with her globalist predators. They're like, we need to take him down. So I'm getting the idea. Yes, this is part of their social justice, their New World Order agenda, teaching people like Trevor a lesson. And of course, the way I've been seeing this censorship in general is that people are being groomed or trained to accept censorship. Right? If you're in a free speaking society with freedom of speech and a First Amendment, Harry, if you're a platform like YouTube or Twitter or wherever, how do you train them to accept censorship? Well, you bring in one word that they can't use and then another word, and oh, then you can't. So people have to find out the hard way, right? I mean, I know there's a list somewhere apparently that you're not allowed. I mean, I can't be bothered to go through this labyrinth of and of course they're evasive about what you can say or can't say, which is very Chinese Communist Party. This is exactly what the Chinese Communist Party does to their people to suppress them, is they're very vague about it, what you can and can't say, right? And so that's what's going on here. There's no rule that you can't insult Harry and Meghan, but it just so happens if you do insult them, particularly Harry and his war activities, killing 25 Taliban, as he said himself, uh, yeah, then they're gonna take you down. Particularly if you're a war vet yourself. He doesn't want to be. He can't take being insulted by someone he thinks is like him. Is his uh, equal there. And I do think that Harry was, was advised. He's very much the major arcana here, upright. He's definitely did it. Harry's behind it. So I get with this major arcana too that this is, world event, new world order, the way they're doing things, right? Harry's position as a misinformation, chief of misinformation is part of the new world order setup, right? And the 2 and 2s also point to Harry teamed up with them and with Meghan and doing all this to demonetize people and destroy their lives and censor their freedom of speech. I mean, it's all about attacking our freedom of speech, which I've been saying for years now. Everybody's saying, everybody knows this, right? So, anyways, what's Harry expecting to happen? But Trevor, it's what Harry's doing is really despicable. And I get the devil reversed. Oh, look out, Trevor. Last time I did a reading for Trevor about Harry coming after him, oh man, I think I have to do what I predicted it, because I said, Harry's coming for you. Look out, watch out. Like I knew something was going to, and you know what? I think Harry is also, look out, Trevor, again, because I mean, that's what he did. Harry has demonetized him, and I don't think Harry is going to stop. I think Harry expects to do more evil here with his evil wife here. Harry wants to beat everyone down and beat them into submission and abuse them and groom them to accept it and get used to it. You just get used to the censorship. You get used to Harry being chief of misinformation. You get used to Harry taking you down. He's Prince Harry, and you pay his security while you're at it, peasant. You think you have rights? You don't have rights. Whatever Prince Harry says you have is what you have, him and Meghan. So very evil, and of course the evil cabal that he's working with, the Satanists, they're all Satanists. So he's getting a satanic cabal. Look out, Trevor. Make sure you get some spiritual protection there. Go to church, and yeah, because Harry is sicking the demonic dogs on you. His evil spell work with his evil demonic Luciferian friends out there in Hollyweird. What's Harry afraid of or not want with all this? High Priestess. Again, the secrets. He doesn't want the secret revealed of the fact that he's the one doing all this to everyone. It's just Harry and Meghan, who have in the past claimed that they never look at the internet. Meghan said she never looks at Twitter or Instagram, right? Well, we all know that Instagram loving biatch. She's all over Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else, and that he does. If we knew, and I think we know now, because again, it's been exposed by the Twitter files that Harry has been contacting Twitter himself. And by the way, there was a news article that came out where Harry admitted that he contacted Twitter directly, and he told Twitter. Harry claimed that he knew, right, that January 6th was going to happen, right? Because he could see the signs on Twitter, right? Harry pretends to be this whole psychic spiritual person here, doesn't he? But he's really nothing but demonic. He's just evil. Um, but he doesn't want this. He doesn't want this secret going out, though, that he's behind it. And we all know he is. We know Harry. We're intuitive too, buddy. Uh, what is he hoping for? World New World Order. You're going to take a shot, and you're going to take another shot every 3 months, and this is life as it goes on. And you're just going to have to take it. New World Order. Uh-huh. Oh, and no landowner property for you. You get social credit score like in China. This is what Harry wants. Harry wants the New World Order. You think you're American? Oh, no, you're not. According to Prince Harry, you're a global citizen, which is exactly what the globalists and Klaus Schwab and everyone else at Davos, that's what they call people, global citizens, citizens of the world under the New World Order run by the World Health Organization, who is taking control of everything through treaties, signing this May. Big story going around. I'm sure you've heard about it. And YouTube is a part of that. They're closing in on everyone. They're closing down the latches, the cuffs. They're closing the cages on you, imprisoning you in a digital system, a la China, Chinese Communist Party. Yeah, Harry has very high expectations. Still going forward with that. Major Arcana, Major Arcana. And how does Harry really see Trevor Colson? How does he affect him? Oh, look at that. There's little Harry down there. Now this is either little Harry down here getting feeling really threatened by Trevor Colson, who again is a war hero, who is suffering from mental illness, who we know has been attacked by Prince Harry and his group, or Prince Harry and Meghan Markle together. We know this. So Harry is feeling very threatened. Yeah, I think Harry is realizing that Trevor is someone that he can't simply demean and push aside and ignore. Although he's going to try. Harry's going to do the silent treatment. He's going to do the silent treatment publicly. You're not going to hear a word from them. So people should be pushing them. But of course, you can't ask Harry and Meghan anything because Harry doesn't take questions from anybody live or anything like that. But this is exactly why. He's terrified of someone like Trevor Cult. Trevor Cult exposes him. Now, Harry's already being exposed, thank goodness. But this is a big one. This is a big one. Harry's like, bam! It's exploding on him. And I think he's going to be trying to intimidate him some more, threaten him or something, or do some, satanic thing over here. I don't know what this, but he expects to either have his evil exposed or Harry's going to do some evil here. But let's see what's going to happen next. Harry's going back and forth with the witches behind him over there. So what's going to happen next? Oh, Empress reversed. Bam. Oh, not good news for Harry. I'll tell you what. This is a not mother card. Someone who's pretending to have given birth to babies who didn't. That's one thing I always see this as. But in this case, it's his world falling apart. It's his losing resources, losing his ability to, all the things that him and Meghan, that the empire that him and Meghan were going to grow, their new kingdom in California, their new royal family, right? Falling apart here, falling apart at the seams, collapsing. And this is also being very destructive as well. And so I'm looking at this from Harry's perspective. So I see things going from bad to worse for Harry here. I think that this is the beginning of a major fall and major loss of ability to thrive. He ain't thriving. He may not even survive this. I hope. I hope. Because, the walls are closing in on him now, right? He's feeling the pressure now. I mean, he's exposed him, but he's still going forward with his New World Order. I'll tell you what, but you know what? It's not happening. It's not happening. I don't know. This is what's going on for Harry, anyways. I'm not looking. I'm not reading on the New World Order, but if Harry's going down, I don't think New World Order is doing well either. The demonic people that they are, and in the long term, oh, he's definitely losing credibility with this. Ooh, Ace of Cups, very spiritual, positive spiritual card, a happiness card, or a new beginning, new life, something new. So something's worked out here in the end. Now, whether that's um, him reinstating him or not, I don't know, but I'm getting that Harry is going to be feeling some destruction here, feeling unsupported and deprived, and then he's going to start something new. Maybe he'll move to Africa or something. Maybe he'll, have a religious revival here, or maybe him and Megan will announce a new pregnancy. I don't know, something new over here with the Ace of Cups. So yeah, but he's not going to win with this one. I don't get things are going bad in a very public way here with the major arcana, him and his wifey there. So I think the mirage is falling. It's kind of like you see her skirt here. She sort of has this skirt. It's like a deception. It's like she's got the wilderness behind her, the forest, and then she's wearing this deception. So this is like Harry and Meghan. There's the real world, and then there's the world they're portraying or trying to pretend exists, where they're the victims of everyone, and all of you are just so mean and nasty. When in reality, they're the mean and nasty ones. They've been controlling uh, and demonetizing and deplatforming people and not caring at all of the destruction that they've caused and the harm and the pain and suffering that they've caused while they turn around and pretend to be victims. So whole thing's been a scam from the beginning. We know it. They're while they push this new world order, racial justice, BLM Antifa with Fulani Ngozi and uh, Aisha Hazaraki and the Fawcett Institute, all them. They're still pushing it. They were pushing it when they took Trevor down, but I see that he's going back and forth with this new story with Harry and Meghan. Oh, excuse me, with Meghan and Doria here. Maybe the Meghan and their PR. They're debating what to do. They're going back and forth for now, but I think that they've lost so much credibility. They're such a laughing stock, and it just gets worse and worse with time. Their evil is just getting more and more. He's trying to hide their evilness, their oppression. Harry and Meghan have been trying to hide the fact that while they're portraying themselves as victims of racism and unconscious bias, in the meantime, they've been going around uh, attacking people online and demonetizing them, and so that's getting exposed. And so they're going to be more and more ostracized as time goes on, and he's going to have to start a new beginning somewhere else. This may be a new beginning of a cocktail here. Maybe he's gonna just drink himself to oblivion, and because this is normally a happiness card, but you see this little gnome down here. He's like drowning in the water. Like Harry's just gonna be drowning in booze and whatever else he's taking. These might be all the little what's that thing he takes again? The LSD and whatnot. I think Harry's just gonna, binge and lose his mind there. It's probably in the end. That's probably why I get like a happiness card, because he's just gonna lose his mind after losing everything and me being exposed possibly for fake pregnancies and all that. So that would be cool. But anyways, I think that things are not gonna go well for Harry with the situation. He can't hide it anymore. Everyone knows what he's doing, and he knows he can't discredit Trevor Cult, and it's all coming out, and everyone knows what he's done and what he's doing, what him and Meghan are all about. We all know they're part of the evil, diabolical New World Order. We all know it, and it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Their secrets are all getting revealed one way or the other. Yeah. Can't keep any secrets anymore. That's another reason. So that is what I see here. Not going well for Harry. He really took this personally. He saw Trevor as, someone who was equal to him, someone who was like him, and he really couldn't handle the criticisms from him, even though his criticisms are quite mild. I thought. He doesn't rant and rave or anything like that. He's not especially, and neither is Yankee Wally. I mean, Yankee Wally is always very friendly and happy and uplifting. Like they're not like getting on and just be like, I hate them, I hate them. I'm probably the angriest one out of all. This anger me, but yeah, it's still they rip them down, demonetize them, rip their accounts down, even though they're very nice, have a huge following, very pleasant accounts to listen to. They're not like the Sussex Squad. Oh my God, the Sussex Squad is the most vile, hateful, nasty group, and they've never been demonetized or taken down ever. So that tells you a lot about YouTube and how YouTube just lets things go until Prince Harry says something. You know that. That's what's really going on here, and we know it. I got it right here. Harry and Meghan, with their group here. 100% yes. Harry is behind this demonetization of Trevor Cult, and so much more as we are finding out. So, anyways, I'll end it there. I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.